So the next program is, I want to supply the data to my test method from XML file, from suite file. How you can supply? And another thing, how you can set the dependency among test methods. These are the two topics I'm going to cover in this program. So one is how you can supply input data to your test method from XML file. That's one concept. Second concept, how you can set the dependency among test methods. These are the two concepts I'm going to explain in this program. Let's see now, what is the scenario I'm automating here is, so LinkedIn page I'm taking. So linkedin.com, I'm just opening the LinkedIn. So this is the one of the test case. And going here, this one of the test case. And then logging into that website is the second test method. Home page is one test method. And login to the, this one is another test method. Logout is another test method. Logout is another test method. So that is how you can see. Let me show you that. See, this is the all login page. Now, if you click on this sign in, it will go to this page. So you're coming to this page, right? It will come to this page. And this one test method, see, this is the, what is the precondition for this test method? First, it should load your page, right, properly. Then you can log in. Am I right or not? First, my home page should be loaded properly. If home page is loaded and sign in is available, then I can come to this page. Otherwise, I cannot come. So that is the first test method. This is the second test method I am taking. That means sign in is depending on home page test. If home page is successful, then you can do login. Otherwise, you cannot do login. If sign in is no home page is not there. Once sign in is successful, then you can log out. Otherwise, you cannot log out, right? Without sign in, you cannot log out. Sign in is not successful, you cannot log out. So this is the two cases I'm going to cover in this scenario. The same I'm explaining here for you. So let's see how we have written the code. The first depends on methods and parameters test P capital. So here also how you can make equal, and your package below this one, rename file, rename it. So here also it will become similar. Now see first @test. So LinkedIn homepage test. I'm launching the URL. Then so the page title I'm verifying and asserting all we are doing. Then click on the sign in link. The sign in link I'm clicking on that. Then sign in page title. The next page title also I'm asserting here itself. Okay, that's my first test case. The second test case, if you see, do login test I'm doing. Do login test needs, so this one basically do login test. I'll come back this one. I'll comment out this. I'll come back to this later. @test. Okay, @test. So for this test method, I need to give username and password. That's why I used the @parameters annotation. If any test method or any annotation method you want to give an input from XML file. So what is the annotation you have to use? @parameters annotation you have to use. @parameters annotation. Then this parameter is this one, and this parameter is this one. These two parameter values. Parameter name is uname and PWD. These are the two parameters. What are the parameter names? Uname and PWD. Same here also. With annotation, you are setting those parameter names. Whatever the parameter name you used, here also should be there in the method parenthesis also. Same name should be there. Now, then that's a login. Basically, I'm logging in. So I'm waiting for that sign in, and then I'm driver.find element by .id .send keys. The parameter name I'm giving. You should not put in double quotes this one. Why you should not put in double quotes? This is already string type. You just need to give parameter name. So when the value comes, the value will replace here. So then type the password. The send keys. You just give PWD here. Then click on login button. So I'm just clicking on the driver.find element by .xpath. Type submit. Click. So I'm waiting for the next page title. Feed LinkedIn you'll get it once you log in. That title I'm waiting. So then see this also I'm commenting out, because I'll tell you so why this is important. So depends on method, you will understand why that is important. So without any, so depends on method will run, then we will understand the concept. So now wait for this page title. So the next page element, there is a feedback, no, the profile card is there. So once you log in, you'll come to know. Automation. So I forget. Oops. Let me take from here. I don't want to take any chance. Otherwise it will go all certificate. Parallel parameters. Let me take the password. Okay. The password. See, you have to verify something, right? That verification, I'm doing this. This is the profile rail card. One of the element I took, that element I'm identifying. Okay. So one of the element I'm identifying here. So this is the profile rail card. This profile rail card I'm verifying. Okay. So then I'm verifying. I want to then log out. I need to log out to this one. So this I need to click on this. I have to wait for this sign out. So this sign out, I need to click on this. Wait for this. That's what I'm doing here in our code. See, this is the one I'm doing out. See, first waited for that profile rail card. So then visibility first, presence of element located, visibility of element located. One more method I'm introducing here. Any one is enough, not necessary both, but I want to show you all the methods of this class. So this class mostly we use title contains, title is, then presence of element located, and element to be clickable I have used already, right? Now I'm showing extra method, visibility of element located I'm showing now. So I'm waiting for the profile image. The profile image is this one. This is the profile image. This profile image I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this profile image. Next. Then when I click on that profile image, I'll get a sign out link. I'm identifying the sign out link. So I'm waiting for the visibility of one more method. Visibility of element located is 1. Sir, what is the difference between this one and this one? Did you get a doubt or no? So this one will look into the HTML code inside, this is available or not. But this one is visible in the UI page or not, it will check. That's a difference between presence of element located, visibility of element located. And again, you have a visibility of, this is the element you are passing, not the locator. Element you are passing for the visibility of, both are same. Here you are passing for the locator, here you are passing the web element. That's the difference between that. So all the methods I'm showing, expected conditions, class method, that you can pass it to until method. Okay, then sign out to dot click method. So you're clicking on the sign out, it will log out. The @ parameters I'm using for one more also browsers, but I don't want to use here, but I'll show you. So I don't want to use. I'll tell you this why we are not going to use. So maybe I'll use. If you use this, you have to create a again no browser value also you have to give from the XML file. Let's give in from XML file. So what I'm going to do for this method, I need to supply which browser you want to run this test. So that you can give. I'm going to supply from this browser value from XML file. So that another parameter tag you have to create. So 2 parameter tags will come for this username, password. Then before that, you have to set this, which browser you want to run. Which browser you want to run, you have to give that also. So this I am ignoring this. So that how you can ignore this exe file concept? You have to write. So WebDriver
manager
dot Chrome driver. So WebDriver manager. So I need to import this. Then I'll get that. So first import. Okay. WebDriver manager, import it. See, we imported. Now you will get it. Here. So why we are not getting? It's in the this one only. Setup method. Okay. Same thing you can do for the if browser value is equals ignore case Firefox, then you can do the same thing. WebDriver manager dot Firefox driver dot setup. That's it. So you don't need any exe file concept. Same here also. You ignore all these concepts once this WebDriver manager has come. That headaches you don't need basically. That's advantage with this WebDriver manager concept. Sorry, it's a method, static method. Setup also static method. That's it. That's my before class. Before class, what I'm keeping? All my browser code. Which browser you want to run? It's easy. So this is how the code you will write in the real time also. So which browser you all the browser code you will write in one setup method. And you can control from the XML file. So after class anyhow, we are closing the browser. Maybe driver.close or driver.quit. So whatever you want. So let's run this. Now see which order it will execute now. Can you tell me? This is the one test method. So this is another test method. So this is another test method. 3 test methods are there, and you have a before class and after class. Now I need to create an XML file for this. Let's create an XML file for this. So where is your test method? TestNG. So TestNG, convert to TestNG. This is how to create an XML file. So I'm giving parameters suit. Parameter test. And I'm going to see the same class. I have to give the parameters. I'll give that. So where I'm creating under SRC, the project SRC test resources I have to create. Here I'm giving my parameter TestNG .xml file. Now see one more XML file is created here. Just double click on this, and you have to give test tag after you have to give parameter tag. So why? So we have many parameters, right? First parameter browser I am giving. Which browser you want to run? I want to run on Chrome. You can change here. If you want to run on Firefox. You don't need to change it because you have built a setup method like that. All the code you have. If you give Firefox, it will go to Firefox block. If you give Edge, it will go to Edge block. That's easy, right? That's how you need to write. One more parameter. Control spacebar you press. Automatically it will get parameter tag. Now what is the first parameter? Uname. So you have to give Ramesh QA online at gmail.com. So one more parameter, right? So 2 parameters are there. What is the next parameter? So PWD is the parameter name. What is the value? So the value you have to give. So password value you give. So this is the one we're setting up. So this is how you need to set 3 parameters. Sir, why you have given, anybody got why we have given 3 parameters? You set the 3 parameters here. See, here parameter tag. Where is the parameter tag? See, parameters. In the parameters annotation here, how many parameters are there? 1, 2. Your test method also has 1, 2 parameters. Then your before class is having 1 more parameter. That's a browser. See, the parameter name same should be here in the XML file. See, same. This also uname same should be whatever you have given here. That should match with your XML file. If it is not matching, this value doesn't go there. Okay. So now I'll give this XML file parameters suit, right? Parameter testng.xml. I'll go to form.xml. Let me change that. So parameter testng.xml. I'm running this suit file. You can run multiple suit files. For example, you want to run one more, you can just put like this. Multiple suit files like this. So for example, I want to run groups test. So I can give groups test here. So both will run. See, like this, multiple XML files you can run, the suit files. In the build section, you have to specify all your XML files, which one you want to run. See, it will run both the parameter testng.xml and also groups testng.xml also will run. First parameter testng.xml is running. So it will fail. Why it will fail? Understand here. Because we didn't give priority. So we didn't set the order. So first what will happen? LinkedIn home test is there, do login test is there. Now which is the first one? Do login LinkedIn home test. Which will come first? If you don't give priority, what will execute first in this case?
Do login. Do login.
But to do login, it is looking for this. But first URL itself is not there. URL is we are opening here in this LinkedIn home page. If this is not run, this won't execute. But it is looking for this one. That is the reason it will fail here. It will fail here. And then, so we need to now set up that. So we need to do that. How we can do that? So let me show you. I'll go to console. I'll open console. And you can see, so it is still running and it will fail. It will fail. Just keep looking for that. It will wait some time. It will fail. See, failed. So that's why you need to set the dependency. No such element exception, timeout exception, all errors you are getting. Timeout exception, it is expected condition failed, waiting for the element. That element is not there, that's why it is failing. But groups is passed. Groups test case are passed. Okay. But how you can control this? So in order to control that, you set the dependency. First, this before running this must be finished successfully. That means how we can set that dependency? We have a depends on methods concept. So write depends on methods, this one. Depends on methods, that means do login depends on this method. First, this must execute before running this. That's I'm instructing with the depends on methods. And then this also you can set that. So do login is successful. If do login is successful, only you can log out, right? Otherwise you cannot log out, right? There is no so log out option if login is not successful. Now you run it. Now it will run successfully. You can see that. That's a depends on method advantage. So you can set the dependency among test methods. So it is executed and running. See, the data has taken. Okay, some mistake happened. So the password it is not taking. Some mistake happened. We might have given password might be session password. Okay, this is correct only. Why it didn't take? Okay, so we need to see that we need to debug. So what is the reason for that failure? So let's go and debug it. So depends on method parameter. Do login test is failing. Timeout expected conditions is failing. So how you can debug it? So it is logged in is not successful. That's the reason it is failing. You can go to the reports and you can debug it. see send key is a session password. It didn't type that. The value PWD is correctly we have given in the sook file. PWD. So this is
Mail RAA is there, sir. RA.
oh, okay, that's wrong. So the email I have given wrong. Okay, email I have given wrong. Okay, so that's a typo. That's why you have to be very careful while running. Typo, just a typo. So then run it. See, now it's successful. So now this also, it is going to be successful. Logout will happen, right? Done. Okay. All three methods are successful. So this is the how you can run. But always run equal to true when you can use. Let's quickly finish this. For example, this method is failed, but still my login fields are available. That time you can use always run equal to true. So if login LinkedIn homepage failed also, but still I want to run my test cases. Then for example, login no LinkedIn homepage, I'm making wrong title. But this title verification will fail here. But still, and then what will happen? If it fails, no, I don't want to put this. Okay, I don't want to put. I want to show you this test methods will skip. If this method fails, now these methods will skip. I want to show you that scenario. So let's see that also. If the depends on method fails, the rest of the methods will skip automatically. It won't run at all. It won't run. That's another advantage here. So now you see, they won't run. They will skip. It will go to skipped count. It will go to skipped count. Why they are skipping? It will tell very clearly. One of the depends on method not finished successfully. That is the reason I'm skipping these two test methods. Do login test to do logout is skipping because LinkedIn homepage is not successful. It failed. That is the reason I'm not running them. It won't execute. It will stop here only. It will skip. So now you can go and you can see the output. So still it is running. Let it run. It will show skipped. So do login, do logout, both will be going into skipped count. Failed count will be when you go to reports. This is the reports, right? See, two skipped, failed one, passed 0. Groups is no executed. That suit is executed. But so you can see why these are skipped. You can see the read this statement. Why do login is skipped? You can see the message very clearly. They will mention. So you have to patiently read this till end. So it will be here. Can you see here? Depends on not successfully finished methods. That is the reason it is skipped. Clearly saying this also depends on not successfully finished methods. That cases we need this always run. You have the favorable conditions. You have a login section, but why you need to skip? Even this fails also. You don't need to skip, right? You don't need to skip. So what you can do? Okay, this one is failed also. I want to run. Then you can put always run equal to true. So you have all the favorable conditions and the page is available and everything is available. You don't want to skip. Then such cases you can use always run equal to true. That will make your test cases, even the depends on method fails also. This method fails also. This test case will explode. Generally, if this method fails, this will skip. But if you put always run equal to true, it will run your test cases. Now see, your test case will run. Even that test case fails also, it will run. So last we'll finish quickly. Done. We are done almost. See, now the fields are available. That's why it will take the data and it will continue, because we asked always run it. Even if failure happened, that depends on method, run it, I'm saying. So it will continue. See, it is continue. See, even the test case fails also, you just refresh. See, only this one is failed, but these two are passed. You can see the report. So two groups are two XML files run. This is 6, this is 2 passed, 1 failed. So, and that's how output you are getting, total 8 test cases. So this is the how you can run. This one is why it is failed. It will tell you very clearly, it will tell the reason. So timeout exception, expected a condition, failed. Waiting for title, LinkedIn sign in, but you are looking for the LinkedIn sign in 1. So that is there. So this is the one you are current. So you are looking for this, but the current one is this one. 1 is not there. We added to make it fail. So that is the how always run will help you. Okay, that's all. So let me show you. I think this program is there already in the. Otherwise, I'll just show you complete code to you guys for writing purpose. So I'll from the beginning I'll show you. We can. So by seeing the video, you can write. Otherwise, you have already this code. So this. Okay. So wait objects and the third method. Do login, and there are the CSS selectors I have written. So this CSS selector is the, so this feedback, this one, this rail card is the right, this rail card feedback X path, the CSS selector. And the second one is, this one is the image icon, this one, this image icon. So then sign out is, I have given this sign out is, I have taken here. Sign out one, this one is the sign out one. A tag, right? This is the sign out one. Okay, so these are the XPaths we have used, and you can see That is the code. And so let me show you before class what we have written. So WebDriver manager, and all the code. So this is the total code. Yeah. Thank you. So that's it. See you tomorrow with a new